Hi everyone. In today's video, I'll be reviewing 4 different hunt nibs: the Hunt 101, the 22B, the 100, and the 103. And before filming this video, I did give these nibs a test try, and I have to say that these are not beginner nibs. It would be better for those who are more comfortable with calligraphy, and the reason why I'm saying this is because some of these nibs are very flexible and can be very hard to use. That said, we'll see what the difference are between all of them, and we'll start with the Hunt 101. And for our comparison word for today is, I'll use the word beauty. So it's a very smooth nib to use, very easy, at least for myself. I personally use this nib a lot for calligraphy projects. That's because I personally like nibs that are very dramatic in terms of the downward strokes, so very dramatic thick and thin lines, which this nib delivers. It's a very reliable nib, which I do a lot of writing from, so I get a lot of mileage from this nib. So yeah, so no complaints. The next nib I'm going to use is the 22B. Okay, so this nib is actually more flexible compared to the Hunt 101. It's also a very reliable nib to use. As you can see, the size is not as big as the Hunt 101, but that's okay because that's just personal preference. So this is also, I can recommend this if you want to try something outside of your beginner nib and you want to try something different. The Hunt 22B can be an option. Hunt 101 is an option too. So this one is just a little bit more flexible. And now I'm gonna move over to the Hunt 100. To get started, I have to say that this is a very tricky nib to use, so we'll see if the this is gonna work. So remember when I said that this is not for beginner nibs? There's ink, and it's not flowing out. So I'm gonna try dipping it into some water. It's very tricky. It goes down very easy, and yet the ink is not flowing through. I'm trying to dip the tip of my ink into water, try to get it like maybe have a flow through, but it's there you go. When you do the upward strokes, you have to go very slow because it's so tricky. But the outcome is very beautiful. Again, like you can see the dramatic, like the also very like the contrast between like thick and thin lines, just like the Hunt, but this one's more like it gives a more softer look, more flowy. I like it, but unfortunately it's a very hard nib, very tricky to use. So if you have any tips and tricks, please let me know, because I do like this nib, unfortunately, and it's really hard to use. So lastly, I'm gonna move over to the Hunt 103, and I have to say that the Hunt 103 is even more trickier than the Hunt 101. So let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah. It's a very tricky nib. Goes down, you can see the splits very easily, but yet the ink is not coming out. I don't know why. The outcome of this one is also very beautiful when I try this off camera. I'm trying to dip it in some water and see if it's gonna help it flow, but no. I can't get it to work, unfortunately. Okay, wait. I can't get the ink to come out, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't. From a Hunt nib review perspective, I love the Hunt 101. I personally use this myself for a lot of projects. Very reliable. The nib has a lot of mileage. You can do a lot of writing with it. In terms of the outcome, it's a large font, very dramatic and dramatic thick and thin lines, which I really like. So this is my personal favorite. The Hunt 22B is also very reliable. Like when you write and we dip the ink and you write, you expect ink to flow through. Like that's reliability, right? So yes, this is also very reliable ink. Once you move on with your beginner calligraphy nib, I think it's worth giving this one a try. From a font size perspective, I would say it's medium. I mean, it's smaller than the Hunt 101, but still very beautiful contrast between the thick and thin lines. The Hunt 100 and the 103, it's super tricky. It's very tricky to use. I cannot guarantee that the ink can flow out of your nib. It can be frustrating at times, but I have to say that the outcome of these two nibs is very beautiful. I really like it. So if you guys have any tips and tricks to get the ink flow out of the Hunt 100 and 103, please let me know. I really do like this, these two. It's also a very high contrast between like thick and thin lines, especially the 103 from what I remember. But it's very hard to use, but it gives a very soft look, which I really like. So unfortunately I can't get the Hunt 103 to work. Maybe one day I can. I hope you find this review helpful. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions about calligraphy, feel free to leave it in the comments below.